I made movies for the Rosenfeld Gallery from 2009 until they closed in 2015. I always believed that one of the gallery's most thoughtful and poetic artists was Leslie Fenton. I am delighted to share Leslie's work and words with you in this short film.
Hello, my name is Leslie Fenton, and I was scheduled to have a show at Cerulean Arts in March.
Though postponed, Leslie's show is now on display until August 2nd.
One of my favorite places to go growing up was to the Philadelphia Museum of Art on a Sunday afternoon. It was a peculiar thrill to stand in front of Rubens' painting, Prometheus Bound, being fascinated by the horror of the image, but also by the fact that close up, I could see that it was just made up of strokes of paint. This doubleness seemed like magic. I want to give viewers a physical sense of recreated experience, not just the representation of a place. I drew throughout my life. For a time, our house butted up against a woods with a stream and bright night skies, which supplied hours of exploration with time and resources for drawing and making things. After taking art classes here and there, including at Fleischer Art Memorial and what used to be Philadelphia College of Art, I enrolled at the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts as a painter. At the end of my 4 years, I was happy to receive a Scheidt traveling scholarship, which I used partially for travel to England and Wales in search of prehistoric monuments. To find them, I followed ordnance maps and biked to various barrows and stone circles. I was attracted to the monument's mystery and age. After the academy, I continued to paint, but I started affixing paper to my canvases and ultimately made a full switch to paper. Paper seemed so endlessly malleable and pleasurable to manipulate. It allowed for both an active and textured, almost sculptural surface, as well as an illusionistic image. I've come to prefer working with pretty severely limited means, with freedom to invent a wide range of expression. I think of these constructions I make as paintings in paper. I create largish sheets and small bits of matter from cotton linter and a limited palette of ultramarine, raw and burnt umbers, titanium white, and India ink. The linter is super absorbent and peelable and receptive to all sorts of treatment. I layer and reconfigure the elements until I arrive at an image that I find satisfying and that represents what I'm trying to capture. The source of the imagery in my work for many shows at the Rosenfeld Gallery included the coast of Maine, on Green Lake and on Mount Desert Island, and especially the Scudic Peninsula. I've been continually inspired by the energy created by the confluence of rock, air, and water, and the tension between monumental and fragile forms. While I've had the pleasure of exhibiting at Cerulean Arts, I've been tending increasingly toward working in black and white, which I find to be so compelling in its timeless and dramatic qualities. My last show at Cerulean, in fact, was exclusively black and white. The layered pieces were constructed of ink-stained paper that had been folded, scraped, torn, and abraded in various ways. I consider that work to be an illumination of what the dark contains. Images that reveal dense and luminous forms like spores, pods, insects that hold life and potential in a dark time and place. My current show at Cerulean includes black and white pieces and some pieces that return to my limited color palette of ultramarine and umbers with black and white. Trees feature strongly in this show. Bark, knots, and hollows. Forest trails. Screens of branches. Fallen limbs. And the minute life forms they support. These pieces, for me, evoke the vibrations that animate the natural elements that surround us. I always want the means of making and the imagery to be deeply connected. I hope that viewers will sense this and respond.